Since the dawn of the Round Table, one proposal has been made time after time after time.
Got any t-shirts?
Well, look no further. We have our very first Round Table apparel. Round Table Black and Blue. Available in premium tee, women's tee, and a hoodie. This is just the first of many, and as we continue making them, we'll start making some for Crystal Clear, Round Table After Dark, and Let's Talk with Tom, on top of more. So head over to Teespring right now, link in the description, to get your Round Table apparel. Offer ends this Sunday, February 19th, at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now let's get on with the video. So, Storm in the Room airs tomorrow, and a lot of people have been asking me, Vox, how do you think Rose is going to be in the episode? Now, spoilers ahead for Storm in the Room. I will be discussing the leaks in the video, so please click off now. As a lot of people speculated, and it was kind of obvious, Rose is going to be in Storm in the Room. The synopsis being Steven goes into his room searching for answers. Now, from the 2-minute clip we saw, Connie's worried because her mom's not there yet. I'm sure her mom's going to pick her up, but because Connie is worrying about her mom and their connection, Steven's going to feel left out. He's going to feel isolated, like he can't relate to Connie. And with everything that's happened, it's going to lead to Steven thinking, wait, maybe the room can make mom. So yeah, first of all, I don't think Homeworld has already taken Connie's mom. That's definitely not the case. It's just so Steven feels bad about the lack of a mother. But just from the images we've got, this Rose seems ominous. So here's basically what people are thinking. Some people think the room just made Rose from Steven's memories, or the room is actually Rose herself. Somehow she left a message for Steven. This is like what remains for her conscious, but it's not much. So this is the only time Steven will actually get to interact with Rose. Now, I don't believe the former at all. Actually, I think the most likely one is just how Steven feels about Rose. That we may not get many answers, but we'll certainly figure out how Steven feels about Rose through this recreation of Rose. However, I think it'd be more interesting if they took a different route. That this Rose isn't from Steven's perspective of Rose, or Rose leaving Steven a message. I want this recreation of Rose to be how the room views Rose. I honestly believe there's a strong chance that the room is sentient. I mean, it's Rose's room after all. And from stuff like in Rose's room with the whale saying, "What do you want, Steven?" Or the fact that in open book, it forced Steven to tell Connie that he actually liked the ending of the book. The room knew how Steven was feeling. If the room was just simply, make what I want come real, I feel like it would have just went along with Steven. It wouldn't have done that. I believe the room itself made a sentient, conscious choice to make Steven actually say how he really feels. So I believe this Rose, this recreation of Rose, is how the room itself views Rose. A lot of people were like, Steven doesn't know Rose's voice, so why did the whale even say, "What do you want, Steven?" when Rose hadn't appeared in the series yet? Doesn't that mean that Rose is a part of the room somehow? Again, no, I think the room is sentient, and since Rose is in the room, it knows Rose's voice. Perhaps it was created with Rose's voice. We're still not exactly sure how gem rooms are created in the first place. This way we get a perspective of Rose that was never seen before without it actually having to be Rose. Rose is probably in that room often, so the room should know all of her secrets. Just because the room belonged to Rose doesn't mean the room is going to be in Rose's favor. Which is why we have these images of Rose looking kind of weird, or this dark, ominous image of Rose in the sky. Because that's how the room views Rose. Perhaps if Steven does ask what happened with Pink Diamond, we could learn something, or maybe even see her, without it being some asspull like, oh yeah, the room has Rose's memories. Because while I did theorize that before, it does feel kind of cheap. I just wanted to get this idea out there before the episode actually premiered tomorrow. So what are your thoughts? Comment down below. Do you think this Rose will be comprised of Steven's memories, and we just find out how Steven views Rose through how this Rose acts, her behavior? Do you think it may actually be Rose and she left a message for Steven? This is just like a little bit remains for her conscious, or do you agree with me and it could possibly be the room being sentient and this is how the room views Rose? Let's get a discussion going. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media, links to everything in the description down below. I'll Shrek Vox, signing out.